All right, folks, it's already Friday. Another quick week has went by. At least to me it has. Maybe not to you. But I'll go ahead and take a look at the tower cams. Not a lot of weather information here for you today. The important thing is we do see some changes coming, at least in part of the forecast. It's 86. It's still warm. The wasps are still trying to get some attention there in front of the Sunlight Broadcasting tower cam on Texas Street. Just a few clouds. It is mostly clear or mostly sunny in the area. A little smoke in the distance there. Looking in Leesville, once again, just a few clouds, mostly sunny, clear sky there, 86 degrees also. And we see, of course, not much wind in the forecast there. Now, the upper level feature, this map I'm going to try to use to explain a change in the weather pattern that we're going to deal with. So let's just go into Tuesday morning. And you see a big dip in the jet stream here across the western United States right there. That is what we call a trough. This represents an outbreak of cool, this time of year, it's a cool, chilly, deep body of air which drops southward out of Canada behind the jet stream. So the jet stream pushes southward, so we call that a trough. So now, looking ahead, we see the ridge across our part of the world right here in the warm color. So we have a difference in temperature. This is a contrast between cold or chilly air here and warm air here. So along that boundary would be a front, and that is where most of the action would be. Those fronts move and these upper level features and the ridges move as well. And this is a good pattern for us to get rainfall, because once these troughs dip into the southwestern states, the Gulf begins to open up and we start getting moisture, and that's going to happen next week. So let's see what happens to this first trough. We see another one sitting back up here. If you see that little feature right there, that's a second one waiting in line. So let me put this into motion, and there goes the first one. And notice that it doesn't really come very close to us, but what it does is it helps to open the Gulf of Mexico, because it causes the surface pressure to fall in this region, and then that is going to draw the moisture in from the Gulf. Now we see that second feature, which is back to the northwest, already setting up across the western states as well. So that will continue the moisture feed from the Gulf of Mexico. Instead of the first system passing by to the north of us and ending it, this one will keep it going. And in fact, if you look way back up to the north, there's actually a third system which will do the same thing. So this is a pattern change, a major pattern change in my opinion, not particularly for us, but meaning extreme differences in temperature or the first freeze or anything like that. But it is important for us, because I think it's going to bring us some legitimate rain chances next week. So all that to say that, well, looking ahead, first of all, it's going to be a foggy start for you Saturday morning. So watch out for that if you're going out or early hunting or fishing. Visibility, I think, is going to be about as bad as it was this morning, and pretty widespread. By 10, 11 a.m., it will be lifting and things will improve. It will be warmer during the days this weekend, with a few folks hitting 90 degrees across the area, but that'd be a pretty low minority. Most folks won't see that. And then Halloween rain is definitely in the forecast. So I've got your 7-day numbers coming up. Here's a little energy out west where that first trough Pacific hurricane, formidable hurricane there in the eastern Pacific, and then this front kind of driving eastward. It's being stopped down here by the progress with that upper level high that I just showed you on the other map. And there's also surface highs attached to that. And so that is stopping the frontal and impeding the frontal progress here into our area. Futurecast, kind of forecasting out the weekend for you. There's your fog issue there early Saturday morning. This is 7 a.m. Some folks may be out wanting to go hunting or fishing at that time. Might want to hold off. It won't be safe travel, I think, in some areas. Later in the day, no issues there. It'll be a partly sunny day, kind of like what we had today on Friday, and don't worry about any rain for your Saturday. Now, Sunday, as we see that little frontal boundary to the north of us, so try to get into our area. We will see, of course, maybe a couple of showers. Remember, I inserted that into the forecast yesterday, saying, yes, this fog is indicating that we have a little moisture now in the atmosphere. It's not going to be a major front or anything like that, but my forecasting rule is I respect all fronts because they can stir up a little weather, varying degrees, some a lot, some a little bit. This one will be a little bit on Sunday. All right, 7-day forecast in, by your church forecast, no issues there. I think Sunday will be without much of a fog issue, but it could come back Monday morning. But I'll put that on in tomorrow's forecast if it happens. So AM fog Saturday. Yeah, some folks, 88 means somebody could hit 90, 91 Saturday again. Not many, a very few. Somebody could hit 90 on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday remaining warmer than normal. But notice how the minimum temperature start creeping up. 55 Monday morning behind that little front. So you see it's not making much of a difference. But we get 60 Tuesday. Remember, when the moisture comes back, the atmosphere cannot cool as efficiently at night. So we have warmer nights. 63 Wednesday, 65 for Halloween. So you get the idea there. There's your moisture. And then Wednesday, the rain chances start, a legitimate chance there at 30%, more to the west than to the east of Alexandria. There'll be a west to east difference there, higher west, lower east. And then by Halloween, it kind of overspreads the entire area. So I'm going to go about a 50-50 on that. I wanted to go a little bit higher, but I want to see a little bit more data in order to forecast that. There's an old saying that don't forecast too much rain during a drought, and we are in a little drought. So I'm going to lean conservative right now. But if I see anything that backs up what I've been seeing today and yesterday, I will go up on those rain chances of Halloween, maybe to 60%, and maybe even 60 on Friday. I'm keeping 50-50 both days. Though. Notice a little downturn in the maximum temperatures because of the clouds, but the minimum temperature staying in the 60s because the moisture is still here and still giving us a rain chance. So that's what I can do for you right now based on the data for rain chances, and certainly it's better than nothing, and we'll certainly take it. And speaking of taking things, we'll have Nick Mikulas back with you in the morning. I'll see you again about this time tomorrow. Take care, and Nick and I are going to try to find you some more rain.